So a popular brand today is Abercrombie and Fitch, and recently the CEO has been under fire as to why they only sell clothes in such small sizes. I went through my clothes last night and I only found 2 articles of clothing that I own that were from Abercrombie and Fitch. One was a hat, one was a t-shirt, and I should note that I did not buy them. One was a gift, and one was a hand-me-down from my sister. And I like the hat, mostly because I just like wearing hats. But I don't wear the shirt very often because it's built really, really thin. Now, I don't want to brag about fitting in their clothes and everything, and being, and I quote, an attractive all-American kid with a great attitude and a lot of friends. Well, I mean, I am American, and I try and have a good attitude whenever I can, but I don't have many friends. A&F has been labeled a store for douchebags and pricks and rich snobs. But it's a t-shirt. It doesn't define who I am by the brand that's on it. I just happen to fit into the demographic that A&F is aiming for. But am I justifying what the CEO is saying? No. I mean, it's fine to aim for a certain demographic, but this is a little extreme. I would like to think I'm rather thin. I mean, I barely weigh 90 pounds. And when a shirt is tight on me, and that's supposed to be the average or ideal size, then that's a problem. The CEO, Mike Jeffrey, says, and I quote, "We go after the cool kids, ... A lot of people don't belong in our clothes. And they can't belong. Are we exclusionary? Absolutely." So after reading that and being bothered, I must ask, why can't fat kids be the cool kids? Who made Skin and Bone so popular and desirable? I'm assuming girls are probably more offended by A&F's limited sizes, so I'll use famous women as examples. There are plenty of women of larger figure, and I mean that respectfully, that are famous and that are adored and people love them. A few that come to mind for me is Adele and Rebel Wilson, and I mean that completely respectfully. I mean, Adele can sing like nothing and she makes absolutely wonderful music. Rebel Wilson is a great actress and she's hilarious, and I don't think their talents and their strengths should be overlooked because they don't fit into a size XS. Also, the article where I found this quote has a picture of some topless A&F models making out or something. I just want to point out that you can see the girl's ribcage, and that's an unhealthy thin. She might not be able to help being that thin, and that's perfectly fine. The point of the picture is that that is the ideal A&F model. If that's how thin you have to be to buy A&F clothing, then count me out. I saw this video, you've probably seen it, where this guy goes to thrift shops and buys A&F clothing and gives them out to homeless people. I like the video overall, but I do have something to share very, very briefly. In my life, I've had the opportunity to talk and to serve homeless people, and they were wonderful. It really broke the stereotype that I had built around them. I mean, they have hearts and they have personalities, and great ones at that. They loved acting like ninjas. They loved wearing baseball caps. They loved pancakes and going to church and singing. And they're people. They're my friends. What I'm trying to say is that I just want to thank the guy that gave those clothes to the homeless. For me, it wasn't about boycotting Abercrombie and redefining the company or anything. It was just nice to see people help other people. I hope somebody's learned something from this. Moral of this is don't judge people, I guess. Mr. Jeffries, don't judge people by their size. And for others, myself included, don't judge people by the brand they wear. And don't judge people by their homes, especially if they don't have one.